If you're not aware, there's a scenario out there now where Shannon Sharpe is allegedly has been involved, was involved with a young lady uh, over the last year or so, maybe a couple
Mm-hmm.
years or so.
Yeah.
He called her Jane Doe, but her name is Gabriella Zuniger, I think it's her name. I'm looking at it right now. He put her name out there yesterday, and apparently she's alleged that they had a relationship, and then and she was raped and so on and so on, all sorts of things.
Twice, October and January.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into some of that, but this and she retained a lawyer, Tony Busby. That name is not familiar to you. It should be,
Yes.
because it's the same attorney that initially we heard about with Deshaun Watson,
Mm-hmm.
representing how many 30 women? I don't know. Was it 8? Nah, 7 women.
It started out a
yeah,
lot more than that.
Yeah,
but
yeah. So he represented all of the plaintiffs against Deshaun Watson, and I think all of them, if not, I think several of them, if not all of them, cases were settled out of court. I think right, but I could be wrong. But I mean,
And he's worked on Sean Combs and
P
other.
D,
Yeah. Mhm.
P Diddy, and of course Jay-Z, and that lawsuit was ultimately dropped.
Right.
Now Jay-Z is suing now. I think someone as well. Tony. I think maybe Tony Busby or somebody. Anyway, countersuit going on. So anyway, his name is Tony Busby. He issued a statement yesterday involving the allegations made against Shannon Sharpe. Busby offered a new statement on his Instagram Tuesday in response to a video message Sharpe posted early in the day. He came out, said that Shannon came out and said he's been sued by this young lady vis-a-vis through Tony Busby for $50 million.
$50 million.
Yeah. $50 million. And after that, he said that Shannon posted that. That's when Busby came out, issued a statement on Instagram talking about Shannon's post regarding the allegations made against him by Gabriella. Specifically, Busby addressed a claim by the Sharpe's lawyer suggesting that Sharpe's accuser had rejected a huge sum of money, which I thought was interesting, in an attempt to settle the case. And Busby suggested that his client turned down $10 million.
I want more than that, she said. She want 50.
I got a couple of questions, and that's my computer almost get ready to die. I got a couple of questions that I just need answered. One is that, well, first of all, they met in 23.
Yeah, at the gym.
At the gym.
Mm-hmm.
He pumping iron. He 54, and here's the part that gets me. She's 19.
19 years old, yes. Bad judgment, Sharpe.
He 54. She's 19. What the hell? I mean, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just old school, but I have what interest? And he got $2 older than 19. I mean, he a grandfather.
Right, exactly.
What interest do you have in a 19-year-old?
Ego.
You multi-million mega star, media star, Hall of Famer, got it going on.
A whole lot of grown women in the gym.
Nightcap and all this stuff he got going on. Just doing it. I mean, I'm lying. He is doing it.
Yeah, he really is.
So so in your head, you think, so you got a 19-year-old. I just have to keep thinking about that one. Really? Man, 3 years. I mean, she just got a license 3 years. I'm just trying to think about this.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is so stupid.
Especially when you have daughters. You're like,
That is so stupid. So I wasn't there. You weren't there. Nobody was there but them.
There.
So we don't know what happened.
But it went on. That was 23.
Talk to me.
It went on until, at least according to what she said, January 2025. So
And and allegedly she said she was raped.
In October and January.
My second question, and maybe you guys.
Why you go back?
Yes.
I don't know.
No, I got 3 questions. I mean,
Okay.
That's my third question. Well, why not file criminal charges then?
What, back in October?
Now.
Oh, now, right.
Or even after the first time. Because if he did it, his ass needs to be in jail.
Exactly.
No, I'm there. Am I
No,
stupid
like
to
why
think that
she
way?
did, I have no idea. Not even now. She, it's just about the money.
Yeah, but then that just throws a whole lot of different
Yeah.
thing on this. Because I don't know. I'm probably repeating some of you guys already heard already, but I'm curious. Just your thoughts on the Pam.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of confusing when I saw the dates. Like I was thinking it was at first like, one occasion. Okay, and then I just went silent, right? I didn't tell nobody, but it happened. But no, October and 24, and then a few months later again in January means that I went back to you again and put myself back in that same situation, and that wasn't smart at all. But then you wonder, because she went back, and I hate talking about that because I'm a woman, but you wonder, because she went back again, it just makes it feel more calculated with this amount of money, the $50 million. She went back again, but it doesn't matter. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many times that we are around each other, that we interact. I'll use that word. At some point, no means no, period.
Yeah.
Even if you saw me yesterday, you saw me this morning.
Exactly.
No means no.
Yeah, and
so if he did that, then he, but like you said, if he did that, then he deserves punishment.
Right.
This is punishment of the pocket. But if you did that to me, then you deserve punishment.
And I was told the reason for that is that it's easier to get the money from a civil lawsuit,
right,
versus to prove something that happened that was criminal.
Right. It's not as much. that you have to prove.
Yeah.
There.
So. But I ain't gonna lie to you, and I'm gonna take it to a total extreme. We're gonna get back on it. When I heard it the first time, I never forget. And I got a call today and talked to me and Cece. We was all playing golf over at Crowsdale, out there on the driving range, getting ready. And a buddy of ours came in. Who was? If somebody, he was Stevie told someone walking and said, "Well, you heard about OJ, right?" Mm-hmm. I was like, "Yeah, OJ. What? He heard what he did, right?" I was like, "Huh?"
Because y'all were playing, y'all hadn't
heard it,
right?
But when I heard that, I felt the same way a little bit when I heard this Shannon Sharpe thing. I was like, uh-oh, something may be going down.
Right.
Again, then a lot of people posting. She was an OnlyFans model, which I get that, and maybe that was just attraction to her. But hell, she was 19.
19 years old, right?
Not even legal drinking age.
And when you decide to leave a 19-year-old. Who knows? She's not even there where you are to develop. Yeah, so it's just gonna be interesting. But
he said
it was bad judgment on his part from the beginning. To put himself in that situation.
He is emphatically denying all this. He says a shakedown. They're trying to get some money. Well, it's a shakedown, trying to get some money. Why did you offer allegedly her $10 million?
You're trying to pay me off.
Right.
Be quiet.
Right. Which if you got that kind of paper, it may be easier to do that than to bring all this attention to him, which I get that too.
Yeah, because he's got a lot of stuff, at risk. He's got a lot of stuff coming his way, going on that he wants to do. So I can see him saying, okay, let's settle this.
At some point, I'm going to get to Stephen A. because, it's interesting. And I know we up against it, but we're gonna probably we were talk about this again this hour. I'm probably gonna get some sound for Stephen A. because he was like, "Well, yeah, I mean, you my guy and all, but you work for ESPN and Disney, and they're looking at this seriously."
Right? Yeah, you got to be smart in all your decisions.
I think we said that yesterday.
We talked about character.
Yeah, it's something, man. Keep it out there. We're gonna go
about now, Reese. Now, you laid out the facts of the case. You laid out the facts of the case. You laid out the facts of the case.
Lawyer Reese.
Devin, you ain't going to like my ruling.
Okay.
You laid out the facts of the case.
Okay.
Shannon Sharpe.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
ESPN commentator. Yeah. Podcast.
Yeah.
Millionaire. Whatever.
Yeah. Media
mogul.
Yeah.
All of that. You know he likes to work. You know he's a gym guy.
Yeah.
He's a gym rat. You know he likes to work out. You know he thinks his body's his temple. Blah 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 blah. The whole time. So he's at his local gym. Mm-hmm. He's working out. Now these are the facts that been presented.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He's working out.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, excuse me. My language.
He been working out.
Yeah.
The whole 9. Here she come.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, how you know she came over there versus him?
Sustained. He didn't say objection. He just started talking.
Well, y'all funny. Allegedly. What we do know is she walked into the gym.
Okay, we know that. She was in the gym.
She came into the gym. 19. Occupation? Entertainer.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that.
I mean, yeah, OnlyFans.com, all that, yeah.
Entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
But Mac, it's one little thing that that I just can't. I can't get over it.
That must be Exhibit G.
Yeah, her birth certificate.
Which part of it? The fake one or the real one?
No, the one that says she's 19.
That part.
I just entertainment. Not what the hell you at retirement age. You 54, 55, and you in there looking at a 19-year-old, Mac. I'm sorry. That part I just can't get over.
Reese.
And
the heart wants what the heart wants.
What?
Oh my! The heart wants what the heart wants. Maybe she didn't look
Man, come on.
19.
What?
Maybe he didn't. He didn't know.
Hit that again, hey child.
Maybe he
What?
didn't know she was
What?
19. Maybe she didn't look 19. You know, some people don't age well. I don't know.
Well, what's the? All right, I know,
Ooh,
and I know we talked about that. But what's the damn? What's the interest?
Yeah.
In all. I mean, I know you want to play. You want to do like I was talking with a guy at the shop yesterday, and he said, "Well, maybe, man, we sit here because we've lived very full lives. We had fun in college. We had this. We done that. We traveled all over the world. We've been around." I said, "Okay." He said, "Maybe people like Shannon, because we went into this whole thing about the Jaws and the Edwards and the Zions of the world, blah blah blah. Even the Elon Musk of the world. I mean, I'm telling you, it's this whole line of maybe we the ones that looking at it a little differently, because these people,
okay, maybe
haven't lived full lives like some of us, and maybe this is this is where they are in their life. I mean."
But I mean,
the pretty girl like Pam didn't pay him any attention in school.
Yeah, but now he's in the NFL.
First of all, wait a minute. I think he's a significant full life
on the road in the NFL
versus
money.
the majority of the people in the world.
That's what we think.
Mansions.
That's what we think. Maybe he was all about just football. That's all he did.
Okay.
Maybe that's all he did.
So the little boy in him is coming out now.
Come on. Well, take me from that to the 19 because he's a little boy. Is what you're saying?
Now he feels
he's 19
or wants to feel 19. So that's part of the ego. I want to feel.
But that's why they're interested in the things that don't interest grown people.
Right.
Like seriously, like that's why they're interested in playing around and doing stuff like that and being associated with people like I have no idea. And don't take this wrong, 19-year-old people. What value you can add to a successful almost 60-year-old man? Other than entertainment value.
Right. Because even if you don't look.
We'll just keep it clean.
Even if you don't look 19, by the time you have a conversation with me, I'm going to realize how 19. Young you really are and that we don't have anything in common like that.
Like on a mentor level, I get it. Maybe a business level. Maybe there's some conversations, some things, some interactions, some exchanges. But I'm talking about on an entertainment level. I'm not sure I understand.
I know I don't. On any level. I mean, and I will say this. I mean, we're in a group chat, and some guys in the group chat be texting things about going to certain concerts and stuff. I'm like,
no, they're truly fascinated with that.
But I'm like, you just as old as me. Why are you even interested in doing that?
Right.
I mean, what attracts you about that? And maybe that's the space they're in.
Right.
I don't know, but I can't. Nah, man. I can't get with that. I can't get with that.
Why go back?
I ain't saying it's okay.
Expound on him being set up, what kind of bamboozled or whatever.
Well, so you take professionals like this. So we're starting to see a trend, right? With the Anthony Edwards thing and with the Zion thing. It's a couple other players, but they kind of like they're not as popular, so nobody talks about it. So these OnlyFans models and other models, they're attaching themselves to professional athletes that are interested because they have not really. Maybe it's just easy for them. I don't know, but they're interested in just playing around, so they're attaching it to them because it makes it easy. Quid pro quo, so to speak.
Now it's a paycheck.
That's what it ends up being. They don't mind paying. They could buy 5 Porsches, right, and waste their money that way, or they can spend it playing around over here, or they can go to Vegas and lose it in blackjack. Some people, this is their entertainment. It just happens to be with another person.
Right, right.
You know what I mean? So it's their entertainment. So that's what they're doing. When that's the case, and people start to realize that this is available, people are going to take advantage of it. You can't tell me that this young person didn't realize who Shannon Sharpe was, especially being in the industry now.
Right.
Who Shannon Sharpe was, what Shannon Sharpe wanted to do, right? Whether he be serious or not serious, which everybody knows he wouldn't have been serious about it. She was willing to play the role. And she played the role. Now, this attorney guy, I'm sure found out, or she found him. She called him probably after the Jay-Z thing, broke. And he says, all right, let me see what we can work on. Let's see what we got. And then that's when they came up with, whatever this is.
Right.
Whatever this lawsuit is. But so it's kind of a three-pronged. A, why are you in this situation? B, it's a business for young people like her, right? And C, it's a scam for people like that attorney.
I mean, scam doesn't happen unless something happens. I mean, he doesn't get involved. He's not there unless something happened, right?
Oh no, he's definitely
right. So,
because he gonna get paid on the other side.
But my point is,
oh, you mean the attorney's not there?
Yeah,
okay.
Attorney's not there unless something had that. Somebody did something.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Right.
But see,
it was just bad judgment all along because it wasn't like it happened one time.
Yeah,
we talking meeting in 23 and it going over the whole next year and then again in January.
That's what I'm saying.
Of 25.
It is a business, and it's a business on both of their parts, right? But it's a bad business. Okay. You know why? Because the only loser in this, only person that can lose, the person that can lose in the situation is Shannon.
It's Shannon, yeah.
She really can't lose, as long as he cuts the check. That day or that week or whatever, she can't lose.
Because it's going to be 50 or it's going to be 20 at this point because she didn't take 10.
You know what? I guess, and I mean, I'm the oldest person in this room.
You only got it about a week or two.
Okay, but it may be because I'm an old man, but she's 19. It starts right there. All this stuff. This other stuff is minutia compared to. I mean, she's 19.
Right.
Reese,
and when you're looking at character,
looking
at all these things from his job standpoint, all that,
it's kind of hard.
It's kind of
hard to defend the situation in that case. That's all I'm saying. I get a girl. She could be OnlyFans, a guy, the lawyer's cricket, whatever. That doesn't happen unless. I mean, she's 19.
Woo. So Vicky,
Reese said these are fruits from a poisonous tree. It don't matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter. From that day forward, no matter what happens, it is your fault. You should pay.